1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so I just went in cold and played that lick, which is the solo for Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan. So a couple weeks ago I made a video on kind of an overview of how to play this song, including that solo. But somebody had left a comment asking, how can I get faster at playing this? So I'm posting this video for that person and anybody else who might get a benefit from it. And this will work for any song or just a good practice technique, even if you're not a big fan of this song. We got to know what notes we're playing, get a feel for the technique. Then we'll put on a metronome and glue everything together. Start at slow tempos and build that tempo up because you want to have rhythm before you have the speed. That's the main goal. So if you're playing fast and sloppy, no one's going to want to listen to that. I'd rather play it slow and in rhythm and then make goals to get it up to speed. All right, so first let's go over what we're playing here. It's in an E-flat minor pentatonic scale. But all we need to know for our pattern here is that we're playing notes on the first two strings. So on string 1 and 2, I'm going to start with my first finger playing a bar. That means my first finger is just going to lay across the strings. I might roll this direction a little bit to get on the blade of the finger because it's a little bonier. So I'm playing that at fret 11. I call that 11th position because my first finger is assigned to that 11th fret. I'm going to need two other notes on each one of these strings, and they both happen to be on fret 14. So easy to find fret 11 because if you look for your double dot, it's one fret towards the headstock from there. All right, and the pattern's going to descend. String 1, I'll play 14, fret 14 to 11, and then do the same thing on string 2, fret 14 to 11. And I'll do that 4 times. Technique-wise, though, what we're going to want to do with the fretting hand is create a pull-off. So what that means is I'm going to pluck the string with my pick, then use my pinky to pluck the string from the 14th fret down to the 11th fret. So I go pluck, pull. So get used to that movement. Then do it on string 2. And I'm using my pinky strategically here to set us up for success later in this riff. So try it with your pinky. You can also do it with a ring because it's a pretty narrow spacing between the strings. But I'm going to highly encourage you to do this with the pinky because the next position we'll use the ring finger. Now pick-wise, for pick efficiency, I'm attacking this with an upstroke on string 1, doing the pull-off, and a downstroke on string 2. The idea behind that is that if I'm playing string 1 and string 2 is my next string, I want to be picking in that direction of the next string I'm going to play. So I'm thinking one string ahead. So I'm going up on 1 because I'm going to 2. But then I'm going to go down on string 2 because I'm going to string 1. So I'm going up, down, but with the higher fretted notes and a pull-off. Up, down, up, down, up, pull, down, pull. So without a metronome, just kind of practice this movement up. Either along with me or hit pause. And just do this until it starts to feel comfortable and you can relax and not tense up. So if you tense up, that's going to be detrimental to gaining speed. You want to stay loose, relax, but still get some clean notes. All right, our next position is I'm going to move my pointer finger bar up to fret 14. So basically where our pinky was before. And that's going to be my low notes now. And my high notes, I'm going to use my ring finger to play fret 16 and do basically the same thing. Practice with an upstroke and a pull off from the ring to the index and do the same thing on string 2. And this gets played 4 times in the song. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, but practice it slow. Feel good there. The last spot we're going to play in, the reason why I'm using the ring finger here is so I can free up the pinky for the next phrase. So on the next phrase, I'm going to alternate. I'm going to play the 18th fret on string 1, pull off to the 14th fret. Then on string 2, it's always going to be the 16th fret to the 14th fret. But then when I go back to string 1, the next time it's going to be fret 16, pulling off to 14. And then string 2, 16 to 14. So the pattern will go, I'm talking about notes, the high notes on the high E string. It's going to go 18, 16. You can alternate 18, 16. So first off, we want to get it comfortable in each one of those positions in rhythm. So once you start to feel like, hey, that's kind of comfortable, the song's at 107 beats per minute, played as 16th notes, which is kind of fast. So I'm going to start at 107 beats per minute, but played as 8 notes. So 16th notes get counted as 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... But the 8th notes get counted as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we're going to do a play along. 107 beats per minute as 8 notes. 1, 2, ready, go. I'm just going to hang out here in that 11th position, up, down, pull off, pull off. Give you a chance to get that comfortable. I'm going to slide up to that 14th position using the ring finger and fret 16. Same move. Up, down, with the pick. Last movement where I do fret 18 on string 1 to fret 16 on string 1. So 16, 18, 16, 18, 16. Nice. All right, so feel good there. We'll move on. If you don't, just back it up and practice in each position. Because now we want to bridge that gap, meaning we want to be able to smoothly get from one position to the next without breaking our rhythm cycle. I'm going to play 4 patterns here, 4 patterns here, and then 1, 2, 3, and then I start a 4th pad. And just end that going 18 on string 1 to 14, 16 on string 2 to the 14th, and then 14 on string 1. That's the closer. At 107 beats per minute as 8 notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4, shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So back that one up and play it as many times as you need to. But I'm going to increase this tempo to 120 beats per minute as 8 notes. If this feels too fast, set your own metronome and go somewhere in between there, playing it as 8 notes. All right, so here we go. 120 beats per minute as 8 notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 1. Same thing as last time. Back it up as many times as you need to do a play along to that. All right, so if I can play that now at 120 beats per minute as 8 notes, that means I can play it at 60 beats per minute as 16th notes. Math checks out. So I'm going to be playing at the same speed, it's just the beat is going to feel a little bit slower. Remember, I count now instead of going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's 1E and a 2E and a... So each one of these will fit into one measure. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. That's how it rolls out. All right, so at 60 beats per minute as 16th notes. 1, 2, ready, go. 1E and a... Do that a couple times to make sure you get comfortable with it, and then let's bump it up. So I'll go from 60 beats per minute to 80 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, let's bump it up again to 100 beats per minute. Just a reminder, if this does feel too fast, set your own metronome somewhere in between. I'm just giving you an idea of how to gradually increase that speed. So we're almost there now, 100 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, and remember, our ultimate goal is 107 beats per minute. 107 beats per minute and 16th notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, so make it a goal, whether it's hourly, daily, weekly. Set a goal to push yourself to get faster and faster at it. So don't stop at 107 beats per minute. So in order to make 107 beats per minute feel pretty comfortable, try pushing yourself a little bit further. So I'm going to go up to 110, which is just 3 beats per minute faster. But that's 3/4 note beats per minute faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Right? You can even push past that. I might go to 115. 1, 2, ready, go. Ready, go. Right? So again, when we play at slow tempos, we want to practice those techniques, the up and the down, the pull-offs, getting them to feel good in time. Though we might not need those techniques right away when we play slow, but we're setting ourselves up that when that tempo goes up, we have those good instincts and we just feel it flow. So now that I played at 115, I'm going to go back and play it one more time at 107. See how much easier it feels. You do the same. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Did it feel any easier? All right, practice it up at home. Come see me for some more videos, leave a comment, request, whatever, and most importantly, have fun with it.